The Ottomas family appears at first glance to be the picture of suburban normalcy in The Sims 2. Peter and Samantha Ottomas, their 2 kids and 2 babies on the way. But beneath this wholesome surface lies one of the creepiest and most infamous bugs in the game's history. A pregnancy glitch that turns their story into a digital urban legend. Hello everyone, and welcome to The Sims lore. Today we're diving into one of the strangest glitches to ever haunt the quiet suburbs of The Sims 2, the Ottomas family. On the surface, they look like your typical wholesome household, but beneath their ordinary facade lies a digital mystery that has puzzled players for years. So go grab your snacks, let me know what you're having in that snack report, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. What makes the Ottomas family so compelling is how their normalcy feels almost too perfect, almost like a mask. Their bios are full of hope and determination, but the game's mechanics introduce a sense of unease. A hardworking dad, a loving, overwhelmed mum, 3 kids and 2 more on the way, grandma helping out in the background, a modest household, a big family, and a future full of promise. It's the perfect suburban setup, and that's exactly what makes it so unsettling. Because the Ottomas family is off. Not in one big dramatic way, but in 100 little ones. Peter has a romance aspiration, but never cheats? Or does he? Is he a flirt who stays loyal? Why? Is it love? Or repression? Samantha, endlessly nurturing, is already drowning in responsibility, and yet the game begins with her pregnant. With twins. David is a teen with dreams of music, but his dad is pressuring him into sports. Dora, the grandmother, is on the edge of death from the moment the game begins, despite the fact that her lifetime want, 6 grandchildren, is mathematically out of reach without interference. Tommy, the toddler, is oddly pale and genetically inconsistent with the rest of the family. And the unborn twins? They're a time bomb. Their arrival breaks the household, not just emotionally, but mechanically. The family hits the 8 sim limit, locking out marriage, adoption, and household growth. Even the game files are unstable. Family tree glitch, facial sliders stretch too far, and pre-made memories contradict each other. It's as if the Ottomas family wasn't made to function, like they were dropped into the neighborhood to simulate normalcy, but only on the surface. So let's have a closer look. Firstly, let's have a look at their second name, which gives us a pretty big clue about their family. The name Ottomas might carry more meaning than it seems at first glance. In some languages, it resembles Ottoman, which traces back to the Arabic masculine name Otman. But there are other curious echoes too. In Spanish, Ottomas means another one. Fitting, considering the family is about to welcome 2 more members. And in Italian, otto means 8, the exact number the household will reach once the twins are born. Whether intentional or not, the name Ottomas seems to carry subtle hints about the family's identity. Rooted in tradition, overwhelmed by growth, and always adding one more. So let's start things off with Peter Ottomas. He has the romance aspiration, he's a sports fanatic, and a loyal husband with a restless streak. Peter's a sports columnist with one eye on the game and the other one on his growing family. His aspiration might be romance, but allegedly he's fully committed to Samantha. A rare case where love wins over temptation. He lives with his wife, his kids, and his mother Dora. And with twins on the way, the house is only getting fuller. He dreams of seeing one of his kids become a star athlete. Maybe David, if he ever puts down the guitar. Peter's passionate, grounded, and just a little out of sync. His memories don't always match the rest of the family's. Maybe that's a glitch. Or maybe Peter's still trying to make sense of the life he's built. On top of that, Peter's romance aspiration feels wildly out of place in this domestic disaster zone. Like, your wife's pregnant with twins, your mom's dying, and your toddler can't walk, and you want to flirt with townies? One has to wonder what the devs were thinking. Did they just decide this family didn't have enough chaos and spiritual violence already? Okay, now Samantha Ottomas. She has the family aspiration, she's grounded, and she's the heart of a growing household. Samantha's pregnant with twins, raising 3 kids, managing a full-time teaching job, and somehow still keeping the family from falling apart. She's practical, nurturing, and deeply loyal to her husband Peter, even if his romance aspiration suggests a less traditional path. Her relationship with Dora, her mother-in-law, is strong, and she's grateful for the help. But between the long hours, the noise, and the looming arrival of 2 more babies, the pressure is building. Her bio doesn't show doubt, but the game's chaos does. Will Samantha be able to hold it all together, or is she already stretched too thin? Now on to David Ottomas. He's a teen, ambitious, and the oldest child with a dream and a deadline. David's 8 days from adulthood and already juggling school, a part-time job at the record store, and the growing pressure to live up to his dad's athletic expectations. But David? He's got his eyes on the stage, not the stadium. With twins on the way and a full house, he tries to help out where he can. But his popularity aspiration and love for music hint at someone who's ready to break away and build his own identity. His genetics lean toward brown hair, brown eyes, and tanned skin, just like his father, but his mindset might be miles away. David's torn between duty and desire. Will he rise to meet the family's needs, or chase the spotlight while he still can? Next is Charla Ottomas, child, overlooked, and the quiet one with something to prove. Charla is one of Peter and Samantha's children, and with twins on the way, things are about to get even more crowded in their household. Charla is 6 days from becoming a teen and already starting to feel like just another face in the Ottomas household. Her genetics are solidly blonde-haired, blue-eyed, and tanned-skinned, unlike her brothers who carry more variation. Maybe that's why she blends into the background, for now. Her bio wonders if she'll stay invisible forever or if the terrible teens will be her time to finally stand out. And last but not least, Dora Ottomas. She has the family aspiration, she's an elder, and a nurturer. Dora is the family's wise and caring matriarch. Though her days of raising children are behind her, Dora's devotion to her family never fades. She's a steady source of warmth and tradition, reminding everyone of their roots even as new generations grow. While she worries about her son Peter and the challenges facing the expanding family, Dora's greatest joy is seeing her loved ones together under one roof. She desperately wishes to have 6 grandchildren, and she works as a substitute teacher, very likely to help the family financially. In her family tree, she's listed as the mother of Peter Ottomas, but has no father listed, leading some players to believe Peter was adopted or born out of wedlock. Her lifetime want is to have 6 grandchildren, and while she starts the game with 3, the glitch prevents her from being recognized as the grandmother of Samantha's unborn twins. But more on that later. Due to household size limits and her position in the elder life stage, Dora will likely die of old age before the family can have more children, unless players intervene with cheats, elixir of life, or send a sim to university to free up space. The unborn twins are then the mystery at the heart of the family. Samantha's pregnancy is what sets the Ottomas family apart from every other pre-made household in The Sims 2. The twins she's carrying are the center of the infamous glitch. But even without the bug, their arrival is meant to shake up the family dynamic and test the Ottomas' ability to adapt. The Ottomas family's backstory is all about new beginnings. It's safe to assume that because they're in the family bin, they're on the move to whatever new place the player desires. With limited amount of money though, only 35,642 simoleons, there isn't much choice. But a few things are clear. Peter is worried about money and his job prospects, which is a reasonable interpretation, though not explicitly stated in the game's narrative. The Ottomas family starts with limited funds, and Peter is depicted as a hard-working provider. Early gameplay and player accounts highlight that money is tight, especially with a large family and more children on the way. Peter is ambitious. He eventually becomes an executive chef or works in journalism, depending on the save, and is pleased when he can provide a good education for his children. Samantha is juggling pregnancy, parenting, and settling into a new home. She is pregnant with twins at the start of the game and is responsible for parenting 3 children, all while the family is still getting established in their new house, wherever the player might settle them. She is on maternity leave from her teaching job, and player narratives often mention the challenge of managing her multiple roles. David and Charla are trying to fit in school and make new friends. David, as the eldest, is expected to excel at school and eventually go to college, while Charla is often in the background, sometimes struggling with schoolwork and attention due to the busy household. The family's focus on education, all children attending private school in some saves, and the mention of bringing friends home from school supports this interpretation. And then there's Tommy, a cheerful, easygoing toddler who's blissfully unaware that his world is about to be turned upside down. As the youngest, he's currently the center of attention, but with twins on the way, that spotlight won't last much longer. Strangely, players have noted that when Tommy grows up, he has a tendency to get abducted by aliens. Maybe he didn't get enough love at home and decided to seek validation from a higher life form. On paper, the family and their dynamics are part of the classic story of a family striving for the American dream. But the game's subtle details and that notorious pregnancy bug cast a shadow over their optimism. Due to a bug in the game's code, the Ottomas twins are born with their family tree hopelessly scrambled. Sometimes the babies have no father at all, or worse. Their father is a random unrelated sim from the neighborhood or even a corrupted data entry. Instead of being the children of Peter and Samantha, they might appear as the offspring of a townie, a deceased sim, or a complete stranger. In some cases, the game can't assign a father at all, leaving the twins with a mysterious blank lineage. This isn't just a minor oversight. The glitch can cause cascading corruption in your neighborhood, breaking family trees, confusing genetics, and sometimes even leading to save file instability. Many players have reported that the Ottomas twins' parentage is a digital mystery that can never be fully resolved, no matter how many times you reload or reset the family. There's something unsettling about a family whose newest members are in effect orphans from the code, children with no true origin or with a father who never met their mother. The Ottomas' home becomes a haunted house, not with ghosts, but with the ghosts of broken data. The family's attempt at a fresh start is forever tainted by an invisible, unfixable error lurking in their DNA. The primary culprit is playing The Sims 2 seasons, or neighborhoods containing the Ottomas family, without the necessary patches. When the game is unpatched, Samantha Ottomas' pregnancy is improperly coded. Instead of linking the unborn twins to their father, Peter Ottomas, the game assigns a random sim, or even an NPC, the Grim Reaper, or a pet as their father in the family tree. This bug can result in the twins having no father, a random sim as a father, or even deformed appearances due to corrupt genetic data. Over the years, this glitch has become infamous among Sims 2 fans. Some players avoid the Ottomas family entirely, while others use mods or tools like SimPE to try to fix the broken pregnancy. But for many, the Ottomas twins remain a cautionary tale, a reminder that even in the most ordinary family, something deeply strange can be hiding just beneath the surface. Alright guys, there you have it, everything there is to know about the Ottomas family. Let me know in the comments below how you play with this family. And of course, if you've ever experienced a horrible glitch. I would like to thank my patrons Negative Dana, Artsy Flashback, ML, Adele Isted, Jolina Lini, and Treats for Chewy. Thank you all so much for supporting my channel. That's it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like the video if you enjoyed it and let me know your theories in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram for more lore and updates. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!